Namaste. We're in the Himalayas. This is McLeod Ganj, a mountain town in northern India right above Dharamshala, home to the Dalai Lama and thousands of Tibetan exiles who fled Chinese occupation in 1959. Tibetan and Indian cultures live side by side here, and over the next 48 hours, we're diving into the food that brings them both to the table. So I hope you're hungry. We've got a lot of ground to cover. It's morning in the mountains. We're staying in the heart of McLeod Ganj, surrounded by local markets and tons of little dhabas. The narrow mountain roads are buzzing, with honking cars, wandering cows, and street dogs weaving through the chaos. To start the day, we're grabbing breakfast at Street Treat, a cozy roadside spot serving up hot parathas and steaming chai. I can smell the fresh paratha being cooked. He's getting the dough. He's mixing like a mixture of potatoes, cauliflower, and onion together. And then he's stuffing it inside the dough, squeezing the dough together, making sure it's sealed, rolling it out, and then it's being fried on the tawa. And it smells so good. The steam is coming up from the tawa right now. Paratha is a staple breakfast in India. I didn't know if it would be as much of a staple in Dharamshala, but it very much is. They have it at every breakfast dhaba, and we've had paratha like every single morning since we've been in India, so I'm glad we're able to carry on that tradition of our breakfast since we've been here. Oh my gosh, it's still hot. My fingers are burning. There's a lot of different textures in there. You get the crunchiness from the onion, and you really taste the cauliflower. Oh yeah. And I noticed when he put the paratha on the tawa, there was kind of like little holes in it. And I was like, oh no, is the potato gonna come out? But he rolled it so thin, and I think that's why I'm able to taste so much of the filling. Ever since we came here, there is a cycle of people coming in and out. We were waiting 10 minutes before we were able to sit down, which doesn't sound like a long time, but it kind of is for a dhaba. I feel like usually you can just get in and get out. And there's been so many people just coming in and out. So we had a little bit of a line before we got in here. It seems like a local spot. It seems like somewhere that people come every single morning. So we're the newbies. We're the new people coming here. Up the hill, just off the main road, there's a humble little spot called Lose's. It's run by Chef Lose and his wife. She's Tibetan, from McLeod Ganj, and he's from Tibet. Word is they do some of the best momos around.
No time, gotta go, left out, I mean my song. Yeah, you know I keep you quiet.
Yes, there's ramen on the menu, but I'm here for a very specific Tibetan dish that I've been eager to try since we landed in Dharamshala. So with restaurants and cafes here, the waitress will bring you your menu, and then she'll also bring you a notepad of paper, and you just write your order down on it, and then you give it to her. This is it. Thukpa, one of the most loved Tibetan dishes, especially here in the mountains.
And for the mutton, we add is the chicken broth stock. A little bit of chicken broth, salt, and Szechuan pepper. This is a chef's special chili oil.
With just enough sesame oil to coat the noodles, a kick of garlic, roasted peanuts for crunch, tons of spice, including my all-time favorite spice, Szechuan. It's layered, but straightforward. Amir went with the traditional thukpa with broth. He got the veggie version. 2 different takes, both pretty mouth-watering. Oh my gosh. I did ask for it spicy, and my mouth is tingling already. One thing that he did is he added peanuts in there, and that gives it kind of like a nutty flavor, and it really cuts through the spice, which is nice. My noodles kind of remind me of like the same consistency as chow mein, and there's kind of a bite to them, which is probably really different from Amir's, which yours is your noodles like soaking up the broth.
Yeah, it's a little softer.
Yeah, and something I like is the mutton is cut so tiny. So it doesn't take away from the dish, you know, this is still very much a noodle dish. You get the texture of the little bits of mutton. It's juicy, it's tender, it's flavorful. Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Momos, a Tibetan dumpling, simple but soulful. At Losse's, they're made with precision. The dough is rolled out, cut into sections, the edges flattened just enough to leave the center thick.
There's so many ways to make this dough. If you do like this, is a traditional method, then you can see it, side was very thin and the middle is thick.
Then they're filled, folded, and sealed by hand, one at a time.
Right now we have to cook it steam it for 15 minutes. After that, it's ready to serve and tastes very juicy.
Momos are usually paired with a spicy chili garlic chutney. It is spicy, that's for sure, but it adds a lot of flavor to the momo. Oh my gosh, did you see that juice come out? On the inside, the mutton is super tender, and then the outside is nice and steamy and soft, and it's really nice with the chili chutney. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, that's probably one of my favorite restaurants. We were just walking around, found this place, which is crazy because the food was like Michelin star level delicious, and it's actually only been open for 1 month. So if you're ever in McLeod Ganj, please come support this place. It's so good. I can vouch for it. It's one of my faves. Hello. Can we get 2 masala chais? No sugar?
No sugar?
Yes, please.
No sugar, huh?
No sugar. No sugar.
Okay.
We are taking a little chai break. It was made like 2 seconds ago, so yes, the glass is still piping hot, but look at how incredible it is where we are. Look at this view. This is unreal. Samosas, a crispy golden pastry you'll find on just about every corner in India. But before they hit the oil, they start here with dough. Rolled thin, shaped into a cone, then filled. Usually with spiced potato, maybe a little onion, maybe something else, depending on who's cooking. The chef presses the edges together on one side to seal it all in. It's simple in theory, but every fold has its own rhythm. Here's our samosa. These are freshly made. I think this might just be the freshest samosa that I've ever had. I mean, I got the footage of them stuffing the samosas, frying them, and now we're eating them. And this is like all in the span of 5 minutes. How crazy is that? I'm gonna drizzle the chutney on top. We've got like a sweet oil, and I think this is a cilantro chutney. It's either cilantro or mint. I'll find out. Oh, it's hot. Okay, why did I think I was gonna be able to just pick this up and eat it? I'm gonna need to let it cool off for a second. I'm only using a spoon because it's really hot, and I'll burn my fingers if I don't. Oh my gosh. I think it's a cilantro sauce. There's so much flavor in the samosa between like cumin seeds. I don't know what else they put in there, but there's a lot of different spices in here. I can't even tell whether the chutney is mint or coriander. That is how flavorful the actual samosa is. Cilantro, coriander. You have like a good 1/2 centimeter of dough before you get to the potato part, so it's pretty dense, which I think is incredible. You know, after all, samosa is a pastry, and this is the most pastry-like samosa that I've ever had. Amir got the samosa chat, which actually comes with 2 samosas. And the difference is, samosa chat has spiced chickpeas on top. It also has raw onions. You also have a bunch of chutneys, so it's super flavorful. And then you've got herbs on top. Sometimes it does come with yogurt. Ours didn't. And it's actually really, really good.
Samosa, my friend. Done?
Sure, one more.
Yes, one more.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Right as we were getting full, we got another samosa, so we're gonna split this one. Hot.
So I think we have two masala chai and one Maggi Noodles.
We came here for the Maggi Noodles and the chai, but we did come here for the view too. We're sitting, and behind us is one of the most beautiful views in the Himalayas. The owner's daughter, I asked her what the name of the shop was, and she was like, no name. And then she was describing what I was saying to her dad, and she was like, no name, no name. We just have a view. It was very, very cute. Maggi noodles are originally Swiss, but they gained popularity in India in the 80s because I think it's because they taste so good. But you know, they take 2 minutes to make, and they're known for their signature masala flavor. But there's also so many fresh veggies in here. You've got fresh diced carrots, fresh onion, fresh peas, tomatoes. And you know, when he first added the water to the pot, it was almost full. And I'm sure a lot of water evaporated. I think the noodles soaked up so much of the water because they're super spongy. When I was younger, I used to make top ramen, and this is so similar to top ramen. It's kind of like a variation, except you have so much of the masala flavor, so it's a lot more flavorful. And there's also, you know, they do use the packet that it comes with, so you get a lot of the saltiness from the packet, but then you also get additional flavor from the masala spice. We are headed to go get dinner right now, and we found a Punjabi Dhaba where the food looks absolutely incredible. So we are going to have our last meal before we start our huge day of eating tomorrow. Let's go. We decided to stop for dinner at Bhimsen Punjabi Dhaba. We've seen it every single day. So every single day we pass this restaurant and it's filled with people non-stop, as it is right now. The food always looks really, really good. We can see them making it through the window. So we got the egg curry, the chana masala, rice, and plain chapati. They have this chapati down to a science. There's 2 chefs. So chef number 1 would take the dough out of the bowl. He would roll it really, really thin, and then he would put it on the tawa. Chef number 2 would let it sit on the tawa, and then he would take the dough off, and then he would put it in the fire. And he basically rotated the chapati like 20 different times. So it was evenly cooked throughout, and it was perfect, and it is evenly cooked throughout. It's nice and crispy on both sides. It's also a little bit soft, so it was perfect. And it was brought to us like 2 seconds after they were done making it. All right, let's dig into this egg curry. It's actually one of my favorite types of curries, and I had it for the first time, when were we in Dubai?
November. So
the first time I ever had egg curry was in November. I had only ever had like paneer or chicken or mutton in curry, but egg is like life-changing. It's one of my favorite curries now. The egg white is like so silky. With an egg curry, there can be a whole bunch of different spices, but I can definitely taste the garam masala and the turmeric, and those are 2 of my favorite spices, so that's probably why I can taste them. With the egg curry, I felt like I had no time to film it because the chef whipped it up so fast. You can tell he's made like 1,000 of these, probably more, probably like more like 50,000 of these egg curries, because it was done in an instant and brought to our table before I could even tell. Oh my gosh, the chana masala looks so good. Wow, looks really tomatoey. Now, chana masala is pretty much just a chickpea curry with a bunch of different spices, so it can vary. Some chana masalas, they can make without tomato, and what I really appreciate about this one, like I've said, I feel like I've said this like 5 times, but there is tomato, so I really appreciate the moistness, the tanginess. That was the perfect meal to end our delicious food day in McLeod Ganj. But do not go anywhere, because tomorrow we are headed to Dharamshala and we are going to have an incredible day to feast on some delicious food. See you tomorrow.
Good morning. It's day 2. We're meeting up with a local named Lucky to show us around Dharamshala. He's camera shy, so you won't see much of him, but he knows exactly where to take us.
We got lost in each other's eyes.
As we wind down the mountain roads, we make our first stop. Breakfast at a roadside dhaba.
Two hearts racing, chasing the chills.
I'm having Rara Mutton, a rich, fiery mix of minced and bone-in meat, slow-cooked until the fat, spice, and heat all settle into something bold and unapologetic. For Amir, a simple vegetarian plate, lighter, but just as full of flavor.
That is the most tender mutton ever. When I say it falls off the bone, it actually does. So I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh, maybe actually I should just use my fingers because it's gonna be a little bit hard to get the mutton off of the bone. But I'm able to tear it off really easily with just using one spoon, which is incredible. It's just falling right off of the bone. It really just tastes like a hearty stew, and the rice soaks up all of the flavor. I mean, I'm gonna mix it in a little bit more, but look, oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, we have napkins now. Usually, the gelatinous part of the mutton, it's kind of chewy, but I think because they marinate this for so long, it melts in your mouth, just like the meat does. So it's a little bit of a difference in texture, but both are really, really easy to eat.
Get one of the chilies.
Are they spicy? These are spicy. What the heck? Why don't you get one of the chilies?
I already get one.
Why didn't you tell me they were spicy? All right, another incredible meal, but I'm still hungry. Next spot.
Many times very crowded. This one.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Should we? Oh, what kind of food do they have?
Burger.
Burger.
Oh, a burger.
Yeah.
Are burgers really popular in Dharamshala?
Yeah. Very popular guy.
This guy is
This
very-
This guy is
Yeah.
popular. Okay, I'm down.
You can go and
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
you don't want a burger?
Okay, no problem.
You get a burger?
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
all right. Lucky is going to get a burger with us. Now, it's actually pretty empty here, more than usual, because of the conflict going on with India and Pakistan. So a lot of travelers have left. There are still travelers here, but I think these are travelers that have been here for months. So
And the airport's all closed.
yeah, and the airports are all closed, so we actually cannot just hop on a flight. What's the airport here?
Dharamshala.
Yeah, okay. We actually cannot just hop on a flight from Dharamshala because that airport is closed. So we're gonna have to take like an 11-hour taxi to Delhi and then see where we go from there. According to Lucky, this is a very popular burger stand, so I'm really excited. There's actually no cars right now, so it'd be really stupid if I didn't cross. I'm ready to eat a burger. We have a potato and a chana mix, and that's what makes the vegetarian patty, and they look really, really good. They're gonna be really, really fresh and really, really hot. So I'm excited to sink my teeth into them. I don't even know where to start because I know the second I bite into this, it's gonna go everywhere. It's crispy on the bottom. It's gonna be really, really gushy on the inside. Well, because of the filling, but really, really smushy, I guess. I should say the bread is gonna be smushy. Oh my lord. You know, the inside is really soft from the potato. And then they also put some sauces. They also put more of the chana mix. For some bite, you also have red onion and some green onion.
Further down the road in Dharamshala, food stands and trucks pack the street, serving everything from fried rice to ice cream. This little stall is all about the rice. Big walks, high heat, and endless variations.
Hello, can we get a small veg fried rice?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right, thank you. This looks really, really delicious. It has kind of like a sweet aroma. It's really, really savory. The rice has so much coating of, I'm pretty sure it's soy sauce because it's pretty salty, but it's not overpowering. The carrots, the bell pepper, you know, they weren't cooked for that long, so they have a lot of bite to them. So it adds a lot of texture to the rice. It's ice cream time. Is that not the cutest food truck ever? That is so cute. Got our ice cream. Let's go. We are taking a pit stop on our way from Dharamshala back up to McLeod Ganj. This place serves parathas and chai. It's really cool in the back seeing Ashu. It's called Ashu's Kitchen, but seeing Ashu flip the paratha, it looked mouth-watering. So it's gonna be a nice little snack before we get dinner. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this looks divine. Masala chai, milk teas. Okay, perfect. We just got the plain paratha, and well, not just. I mean, I chose the plain paratha because that's what I wanted. I feel so much higher than the table. It's like basically at my ankle. It's very hot. This is incredibly crispy. To me, there's nothing better in the world than plain bread that's hot and crispy. Ooh, it tastes like it's been barbecued. It's a little bit crispy, it's a little bit doughy. It's crazy that a simple meal can be so good. And I really do think it's complete with the chili sauce. It's a sauce, but it's a little bit oily. It's almost like it's in between like a chili oil and a chili sambal, even though it's not a chili sambal. But that's what it reminds me most of. But it has like a nice salty flavor. Oh yeah. Oh, the milk tea is so good. You got a little bit of salty and a little bit of sweet.
Our final stop is Gongdruk Cafe, tucked into the hills of McLeod Ganj. It's a small, cozy place, the kind where the clatter of the kitchen fills the whole room. They serve all kinds of food here, but the momos, chow mein, and thukpa are what draw you in. Hot, fast, and deeply comforting.
Being in here kind of reminds me of Tokyo. It reminds me of the little restaurants. They're really, really cozy and quiet for the most part. I feel like right now I can hear some talking in the background, but it has been dead silent since we walked in here. Amir had to give up on his dreams of having thukpa and momos because they only have mutton here, and chicken. I'm getting Mokthuk, which is momos in soup. So it's gonna be the perfect end to the day and kind of the perfect end to our trip in Dharamshala. These momos are so slippery. Oh, I got it. Okay, this is my first try on camera, but every single try that we did off of camera, the momos were slipping off of the chopsticks. Amir and I both tried it. So the fact that I'm able to hold this right now is like, it's an accomplishment. The momos actually taste so different than when you just get them on their own. It absorbs so much. Well, actually the broth is like, gets inside of the skin and mixes with the meat. So when you bite into it, it's just like all this broth drips out. Watch it not happen now. Okay, we got a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is so juicy. This is the perfect end to 48 hours of eating in Dharamshala. We have finished our 48 hours of eating in the Himalayas in Dharamshala. This was one of the best food trips we have had so far. Thank you guys for exploring the city with me. And if you like this video, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.